It's Leather Wolf right here on your Classic Metal Show for our good friend Corey over there at Uncontrolled Noise. Big Leather Wolf fan, as you know I am as too, Chris, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's jump into this one story. I've been trying to get to this before we got sidetracked.
All
and
right.
then we'll wrap up the show with something you submitted earlier, actually.
Okay.
Getting back to this Wisconsin police officer who had sex on the job 98 times.
Uh-huh.
John Warden stepped down from the Hudson Police Department in western Wisconsin in mid-May after admitting to the accusations, according to the Star Observer. I screwed up, he told the newspaper. I'm sorry, and I'm not that person anymore. Nobody just turns their life around just like that. I'm not that person anymore.
And now I don't want to have sex with everybody.
Yeah, right. Are there things in your life personally that you have done or whatever that you would never do ever again?
Sure.
Such as what? Give me an example.
Well, I'd never date my wife, my ex-wife.
Well, I'm not talking about that, but you'd still date
what?
But you would date women, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't give up women because you and your wife split up.
No.
So dating women is not off the table.
No, not at all. Something that I've used to like.
You know, the term, the phrase here, I'm not that person anymore.
Okay, yeah. Well, I used to steal all the fucking time when I was younger.
Okay.
I mean, I used to go into stores and just rob them fucking blind.
Sure.
And I wouldn't do that anymore.
Okay, that's a good example.
Okay.
That's a good example. But behavioral things, unless somebody really recognizes the error of their ways,
right?
Usually behavioral things stick with people regardless of they try to turn their life around.
Sure.
You know, and I'm not saying it's impossible or it never happens, because obviously you just gave us a good example that today the chances of you going out stealing from somebody or someone, right, probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, when say you got somebody who's a serial fornicator,
right,
to get fired from a job very recently and then go, well, I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you just changed.
Yeah, you pretty much are.
Yeah. He says, I lost my job for it. It was a mistake. I hurt a lot of people and it ruined my life. So had you not been caught, would you still not have been that person anymore?
Right.
Or did you just decide, you know what, this wasn't a good path for me because I kind of lost my job, I lost my livelihood, and, you know, now I'm screwed?
Yeah. Yeah, you know that's what it is. It's about getting caught. If he hadn't got caught, he'd still be knocking it out.
That's my point.
Of course.
Yeah. Warden could not immediately be reached for comment. Police said that over an 8-month period, 8 months now, mind you.
Wow.
Warden spent about 4 to 6 hours during each work day making personal calls from his department-issued phone. 6 to 8 hours a day?
That's a lot of personal calls.
Yeah. Fabricated his work logs 146 times.
Whoops.
Lied to a supervisor about where he'd been working during his hours and had sex on the job about 98 times. 6 to 8 months.
Jeez, good for him.
Over an 8-month period. So what do we got? We got 8 times 30. So 8, 16, 240 days. So basically every other day he was having sex.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. That's a terrible misappropriation.
Sure. According to, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Warden had been on the force since 2008. So for some reason during an 8-month period there, just before he got fired, he was out there banging everything that moved.
Good. I mean, that's terrible.
What do you think prompts that? That a guy, you know, pretty much, according to the story anyway, he's been walking the straight and narrow for about 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden he just like, I got to go bang everything that I come in contact with.
Well, I think the ability to do it is probably what comes across.
Okay.
You know, the fact that he can get away with it is why he does it.
Yeah, I know, but what gets to a person after so many years that go all of a sudden you change unless he'd been doing it all along, that is.
He's probably been doing it all along. He's just admitting to as little as he can. He probably just admitted to as little as he could, or what he knew he was caught doing.
Sure.
So that hoping he could save his job somehow, which I'm sure not. But
Hudson Police Chief Marty Jensen told the Washington Post that the investigation into Worden's actions stemmed from a complaint from a woman who claimed she had been in a relationship with Worden for months.
Oh, months.
Yeah. So she'd been in a relationship, so something happened, and she goes, I'm going to fix you, pal.
Yeah, Dick.
I see what you're up to. So on April 15th, that would be tax day,
Yeah.
2016, the Hudson Police Department received a citizen's complaint alleging officer misconduct against Hudson police officer John Worden.
Oh,
Jensen said, because of the seriousness of the complaint, an internal investigation was initiated and Officer Worden was placed on administrative leave the same day. Based on the findings of the internal investigation, Officer Worden was asked to resign from the Hudson Police Department. His resignation was effective May 13th.
Well,
Jensen did not speak further on the issue. The woman told investigators she had been involved with Worden from June of 2015 to February of 2016. So basically 8 months.
right.
And that the two would have sex in Worden's police SUV as well as at her home. So that's where the 8 months comes in.
Hey, good on that guy.
So he had this little hottie, and he was making pretty frequent visits with her.
And he was banging it out.
Sure.
Good on him. I mean, that's terrible.
She said she filed a complaint partly because she was upset about how the relationship ended, and partly because she was worried Worden would use his position to really make her life miserable.
Yeah.
No, that's just a woman scorned right there.
Of course it is.
It's just like, you know what? Fuck you, man. You know, I know that banging me in your police SUV, even though it was a big turn on for me with your gun belt smacking against my ass while you were banging me, that was hot and everything. But now that it's ended, I'm going to fix you good.
Yeah, she showed him.
Yeah. Got to be careful who you get involved with.
Yeah.
Hudson's Police Lieutenant Jeff Willems, who helped investigate the allegations, wrote in the report that before the woman came forward, Worden had told him that he was being stalked by a woman, thinking the two of them would be involved in a romantic relationship. So he was trying to head it off at the pass. He knew that she was going to go, yeah, I'm going to fix you. And he goes, man, this woman's stalking me.
Right.
Weeks later, a woman contacted the police accusing Worden of officers' misconduct. Yeah, well, she didn't have any problem getting banged in his SUV.
No, not at all.
But now that it's over, now all of a sudden it's taboo. And, well, he shouldn't have been doing this, and I'm going to tell.
Yeah. What a whore.
Yeah. Willems reviewed Worden's daily work logs from June of 2015 to February of 2016. And had data pulled from the department-issued cell phone he used. Several thousand text messages and phone calls were found on each month that were placed to 4 numbers. Willem noted that there was minimal activity on the squad cell phone during days Worden wasn't working. Why would you text somebody on a cell phone that that belong to the department.
Lazy, cheap.
I know, but wow.
Cheap. I guarantee you, this fucking cheap prick did not have his own cell phone. He was like, fuck it, they're going to issue me one. I'm going to save my $59 a month or whatever.
Yeah. Thinking back to my conversations in early March with Officer Warden regarding the woman, these phone records did not support his claim that she was stalking him.
Right.
Warden, accompanied by the Hudson Police Union president and the Wisconsin Professional Police Association business agent, was interviewed on April 20th. In the interview, Willems, Warden admitted to have sexual relationships with the complainant and made clear the activity did not occur on his personal time. I only saw her or spoke to her while I was on duty, Warden said to Willems.
Yeah.
The report states, noting that he exclusively used police equipment to avoid getting caught by his significant other.
Guy's great.
Yeah.
Love this guy.
Warden's statements to Willem largely corroborated the allegations laid out by the woman about sex on duty. He said he did not enter his time with the woman on his work clock. Fuck Shirley in the parking lot from 1:25 to 2:15.
Yeah. That's my lunch piece.
But he considered the interludes part of his break time.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you plan that out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a break at 10:15. Be in the parking lot and have those panties off.
Right. Warden told the Star Observer he was sorry for his actions. No, you were sorry you got caught.
Exactly.
But he did not believe they should be publicized in the news media. Too late.
Ha ha, your ex is pissed.
Right. I don't think it's fair, he said. I don't get to know who did that to me.
Aw. What the fuck? He works as a cop. The cops never tell you who called him.
Yeah.
It's the job you work, dickhead. Right?
What is wrong with people?
When the cops are called, they don't come in and say, yeah, your neighbor across the street called.
Yeah.
They just say, we got a call that you're acting like an asshole.
Sure. Well, you know, the whole thing is that when you're in public service,
yeah,
you have got to toe the line more than the average person.
Well, these people don't want to do that.
But don't be in public service if that's not part of your personal agenda.
Yeah, but dude, I got to get that job.
Yeah, well, stay off the Facebook.
No, dude. Dude, don't you realize people got to know what I think, too?
When you're a public servant,
yeah,
public means that you're open to everybody and everything.
Do you realize that I can combine the power of being a cop with the power of Facebook and be way more powerful than all my 30 friends?
Sure.
You don't understand that?
Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
Do people don't understand the gravity of their position when they take it?
They don't believe it'll happen to them.
If you're a CEO of a large corporation, a very well-known corporation, be it, say, Walgreens or Target or Coca-Cola or Goldman Sachs or something like that,
yeah,
you're under scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
Your stockholders are looking at you. The public is looking at you. You know, you're in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with a police officer, same way with the mayor, same way with the governor. Anybody who's a public servant, you're in the public eye.
Yeah.
You cannot step out of line like the average person does.
Nope.
If you're Joe Blow at the ArcelorMittal steel factory and you're running a press or something, nobody's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
You can get away with all the shitty behavior all you want. Nobody's going to care.
That's true.
But if you choose to get involved in public life, you need to clean up your act.
Right.
Period. That means staying off the Facebook. That means not doing something that's going to draw attention to yourself.
Right.
That means not getting into illicit affairs with somebody who's going to say, this guy fucked me in his SUV and now he broke it off and now I'm butthurt and I'm going to get him back.
Right.
Can't do it.
No, you got to stop it.
Yeah. So, how stupid.
A dumb cop.
Stupid.
Yep.